All right, welcome to Neil News Network. So by now, everyone has seen the interview of Donald Trump by the National or at the National Association of Black Journalists. And in that interview, he was asked about Kamala Harris's race. And he said he made a comment that she used to identify as Asian, but now she identifies as Black, and the liberal media went crazy. I think most people watched it and they're like, well, okay, yeah, no, that's true. He didn't say anything insulting. What's the big brouhaha? So maybe just want to dive in a little bit, and explore, do Democrats think about race differently than normal people? Now, personally, whatever race Kamala wants to be or identify as is fine with me, but it's a reaction from the left that I want to talk about. So why would saying something provably true, that Kamala Harris referred to herself as Asian at times and as Black at other times, be such a big deal to Democrats, whereas Republicans are like, okay, that's what she did. So I don't know what the big to do is. And then I realized it's because Republicans and Democrats see race through an entirely different lens. They can see the same event, like the Trump interview, but come to completely different conclusions. So let's start with Republicans. They generally tend to be colorblind when it comes to race. Sure, they'll notice race, but whether it's skin tone or eye color or height or age or any immutable characteristic, they notice it, but it's not a deciding factor. They don't put a value judgment on it. In fact, when most of us were young, we heard Martin Luther King Jr. say that you should judge a man by the content of his character and not the color of his skin, and that made sense. And that's pretty much how we live our lives. But basically, we don't care what race anybody is. If they're a good person, we like them. If they're bad, we don't. On the other hand, race is everything to a Democrat. It's the holy grail of identity politics. They look at everything through the lens of race. Now, back in the old days, with the old school leftists, they used to look at everything based on class. But when it came to controlling the masses and gaining more power for themselves, for advancing neo-Marxism, the leaders of the left, realized race was a better tool. So sure, they still use class to divide. And since deciding to make everything primarily about race, they've added a whole nother set of categories to victimhood, a whole nother set of victimhood classes, and they call this intersectionality. But it's still, at the end of the day, race is the number one. It's the king of the grievances. So this is perplexing to people like me who wouldn't even think about race if it wasn't mentioned by the Democrats first. But in modern day America, look at any issue and the left will make it racial. If the USA wants a secure border, and wants to keep illegal aliens out of our country, that's racist. If some states want to require identification to vote, that's racist. If local residents object when BLM murder riots destroy their city, that's racist. Wanting the legal system to keep violent criminals in jail, that's racist. If you're in favor of hiring people based on their merit, that's racist. If you're critical of Kamala Harris for her poor policies and lack of political acumen, that's racist. Even being colorblind, as MLK Jr. advocated, is now considered racist by the left. In fact, among liberals, unless you're reverse racist against whites, that's racist. So yeah, it's unless you're racist, you're racist. So I don't point this out to criticize. I mean, if liberals want to live in this mindset, that's fine. I mean, it's a free country. Believe whatever you want. I'm just mentioning all of this to clarify the issue, because until you know this, understanding why the left gets so upset with Trump makes no sense. So now that we know why the left is like this, what can we do? Well, in my opinion, the best thing you can do when a Democrat or any other racist starts blaming everything on race, the best thing you can do is just ignore them. Giving them the attention they seek just rewards their obsession with an illusion. Not that complex. Realize race is the social, artificial construct and pay it no mind. The sooner we just totally forget about it, the better off we'll be. So if you like these videos or you enjoy these videos, like and subscribe. This is Neo News Network. Good day.